Okay, welcome back to the Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter Anime Review Episode number 8. This one viewing the 12th, and for now anyways, it might be the final episode series. I don't know. I mean, the way the episode ended, it left it open. You can do a season 2. Yes. Now, this was called A Battle Only I Can't Lose. Pick up where last week's episode left off, where Noir faced off against the fake Olivia, and he's not doing too well. Nope. So, and then all of a sudden the girls show up to help him, and they put a good fight too. And then of course he erases there's a skill on her sword that he does erase. It's a lightning skill. Yes. Of course the sword breaks, and apparently she knows martial arts. I don't know if Olivia did know martial arts. So, we do reveal exactly why Olivia took Noir as a student. Because he's a spitting image of her student for 200 years prior to the series. Yeah, that's the simple reason for it. He briefly appears a few times in flashback, frequently asking Olivia to become his master. Some telling no, and then of course he goes on a mission, saves a girl, he dies, and then of course later on her going to the dungeon thing. And during this period of time, he uses the ability of sacrifice. And he pretty much sacrifices almost all of the skills except for Discerning Eye, Creator, I think it was like one other skill, just to basically beat her. And eventually he does beat Olivia. Yes, also during the period of time, Lola decides to throw a bunch of barrels at her. Yep. Despite thinking it's almost is, of course, they all point out the girls why basically they want to help Noir. Lola because he's his rival. Now, as for technically the reason why she's here, they actually don't really adapt a lot of her story here. Yes, the anime did what the manga did, where it basically was telling stories out of order, and like a lot of stuff with her was cut out. Like for instance, there was a scene in book 3, yes, where Noir saved her brother from bullies. And that's how they first met. In the anime, it's when they fought the Phantom Thief, which they represent here, but that's not the only reason why she's falling alongside him, because she basically protected somebody that she cares about, her brother. Also, apparently, it's really the episode, she apparently is a student now. In his class. Okay, when the heck that happened? Maybe it might explain stuff that they cut out for this season. In the following, because they're jumping ahead a lot for this one. So, and of course, the fake Olivia is defeated. She's reduced to chains, and well, that's that. Yep, and of course he passes on. Of course, all 4 girls decides to basically rub their chests like I think it's like against all 4 of his limbs, and that boosts up his power, his LP from 200 to over 10,000. Wow, that's quite something. Then he's going to visit his master, where she apparently off screen has been free from her chains, and she's outside. You get a chance to see her and she's moving around, not just in this one flashback. You see her eyes open, you see her talking. See her hugging Noir. The fact that she gets a chance to squeeze his face, that's something she apparently wanted to do. And then later on we have class, and we see that apparently it's part of the class. Yes. And then of course, like, I think it's oh, you need LP? Of course, it goes up, and of course, Luna shows up too, and then Emma basically chimes in, basically kissing Noir, and then Alice shows up. It's like, and she goes, "What? You want to fight for my brother?" Okay, so not only we have like 5 women basically fighting over Noir, one of them happens to be his own sister. Yep, and that's where the episode ends. Very funny way to end the episode. And I'm hoping that season 2, if they do a season 2, where they pretty much throw in a lot of stuff that was cut out here. Like in the case of Luna, for example. Like, she of course had a lot of stuff for her cut for this particular season. I'm hoping maybe when they do season 2, they have a whole episode covering a lot of the stuff they skipped over. Mainly put the first Special Meeting because in the anime, it's when they fought the Phantom Thief. In the light novel, it's when he saved her brother from bullies. And of course, mentioning he transferred to school, and also the frequent attempts of her switching guilds. Yeah, they cut that completely out. Yeah, there's a lot of story with her. In the case of the other characters, I'd say, from what I can tell, in the case of Luna, they kept a lot of her stuff in, except they cut out the small little thing of her, like, show off Noir as a potential fiance for her, even though that it's not really a real engagement at all. So, maybe we get a chance to see more stuff, basically, that was cut for this season. Probably due to time constraints, it's possible. Yeah, the episode itself was good, definitely. I kind of felt as though missing a lot of material for this one. Like, if you just watch the anime, you probably like, when the heck is Luna declaring that might be her rival? Excuse me. And 2, when did she transfer to school? Yeah, that's something hopefully they answer next season. I hope so. Yep. But in the case of this particular first season overall, I'd say that up until you get to the final episode, it's pretty good. I thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, they from what I can tell, mostly in the case of these episodes, I would probably say most of the season is definitely taken from light novels. I'd say, like, the first book, in a way, covers the first 4 or 5 episodes. Book 2 is definitely adapted here from what I read from the book, and seen from the episodes. Yep, Book 2 is definitely adapted here. The last couple episodes, I don't think they're in Book 3, maybe Book 4. I haven't read Book 4 yet. But maybe they adapted a little bit from Book 4. It's possible. Yes, but overall, it's a good series, definitely. And I had a lot of fun with it. It's just a really good series to watch. But if you watch this whole thing and you don't read the light novels, you would be so confused when it comes to the final episode. I think the final episode has some weakness in the form of writing. But mostly it's for like one character. But Emma, yeah, mostly. But for her, this whole season, she's been pretty much like mostly on like intact from the light novels. Though they apparently cut up this scene from the light novels. There was an episode, I think it was just 2 episodes back, when they went to a ball. Now, in the light novel, let's take Book 3. That scene with the Phantom Thief, yeah, that's Book 3. That's also introduced Lunar. Now, with this one, they actually have Emma helping Noir get his suit he wears in the episode. Because in the anime, he just happens to have a suit. Yes, apparently. Yeah. But that maybe can be like a good, like, maybe they could do like a side series covering like a lot of the material they cut out of this season. Yes, I'd say in the case of Book 3, there's been a couple good chunks of it here and there, but not the entire book itself. Yes, I would say with much material they cut out, I'd say the first book, that one was pretty faithful, from what I can tell from the episodes after from that book. Yes, definitely. Book 2, mostly. 3, I think that's a little bit of light novel. But time will tell, basically, when I get to Book 4, if in fact there was anything they actually took from that book and put in the anime itself. Yep. But yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. Next up is episode 1401 for my Comic Corner. Okay, next video. Bye.